when you look at things like BET, right? Like, how you guys for the people, yet you constantly promoting negativity. To all my haters, you ain't all lie. You talk slick, but you ain't all lie. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back again. And this time I got MacDonald, No Lives Matter. I'm about to react to it, so let's hop right into this one.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. You believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. If you don't hate beliefs, then everybody thinks you're whack. Everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it.
That's facts. The media definitely keeps us divided, you know. Personally, me, like, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, like, I'm not a supporter of that organization because I don't feel like it's genuine. I don't feel like that's really of the people at all. I feel like it's just stuff created to cause more division, you know. I'm not a supporter of it, you know. I'm out here. I'm in all types of places, and I don't believe in it, you know. Sorry. I believe in the everyday people that's really out here, you know, not people that's just on TV or, you know, stirring things up, or, you know, just the stuff that's on the news that they tell us to believe in. I don't fall for anything, you know. So shout out to Tom on that.
So climbing from the global tension, trigger total violence and a whole depression. We can unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us for votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, the things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs, like, you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt and go live at the club to your bro. It's all controlled by the...
He's not lying. Like, that's pretty much all I hear all the time, and that's another thing a problem I got with, like, the Black Lives Matter organization is the fact that it's like, when you really do your research, you'll see it's not genuine. You know, when you look at things like BET, right? Like, how you guys for the people, yet you constantly promoting negativity. You know, you're constantly, like, all these radio stations in the cities that be, you know, oh, Black Lives Matter, this and that. You're constantly playing music that helps keep things stirred up, beefs and ignorance, and so they're definitely not for the people. That makes no sense, you know. So yeah, he's on point, guys.
Segregated into teams. You're a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you're Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
Yeah, you know, I notice he has like a pattern with his hooks. You know, it's a certain way he does his hooks where you could tell, like, yo, that's the Tom MacDonald hook, you know. It works for him. That's why I got my Scream shirt on for this, you know, because at the end of the day, no lives matter. How about that? You know, everybody wants to, you know, you got this side that's like, okay, I'm so patriotic, I'm so this, I'm so that. Then you got this side that's just like, well, we're just going to react for the most part when, you know, a black person get killed, but we're not going to focus on the fact that we got our own bull crap going on, that these gangs are out of control, that da, da, da. So then it's like they all take their ignorance and they point it at each other, when in all reality, they shouldn't be worried about coming at each other's necks at all. Right? They should be worrying about why they've been getting, you know, treated nasty by the powers that be and ripped off and treated as slaves for so long. You know, nobody's perfect. There's ignorance everywhere, but overall there is in the so-called black community. I always say so-called because we are not crayon colors, guys. But in the black community, there is a gang problem. You know, there is like a problem, gang problem, hands down, and Black Lives Matter organization, right? They should focus on that, you know? Focus on that. Get rid of all that, and then we can speak, you know?
Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president. If you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation. nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us, it's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's not black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under blocks that govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate.
That's a fact. Like, guys, like when I go to my mom's house and my uncle have the news playing all the time, I have the news on, and all I really hear is negative things. This person got shot here, this person da 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 da. Especially around election time when you really hear the race stuff, da 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 da. And it's just like, come on, you know, like where I grew up, you know, whites, blacks, like we all grew up together. Like, you know, we grew up together. We had no choice, you know, and it was hard for us to just, don't get me wrong, like I ran into a lot of, you know, racist people. I ran into a lot of ignorant people. Like there's people that look just like me that are extremely ignorant. Like there's no denying that. Like I get pissed off by so-called my own people all the time. Trust me, trust me, you know, like for example, there's people I try to tell knowledge to, like, yo, y'all don't understand it, that music y'all listening to, it's like literally programming you. Like it's literally your moods change when you hear this. Like you're a completely different person, and then smoking that stuff and doing what you do, it's like now you actually want to live that out, and it's not reality. And they'll just be looking at me like brain dead. So trust me, I go through it with my people. I know exactly what's going on out here, guys. I know exactly what's going on.
More, get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us numb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. Yeah, we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dawn, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos and
Yes, you know, in a state of chaos. That's why it's important to not look at things from the angle of being emotionally triggered all the time. Don't invest your emotion to the things, because then it's easy to control you. So he's speaking facts.
economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white, or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer, and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. Yeah, we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
Okay, so that was excellent. I totally agree with everything he said in there. Everything. It's a chess game. Why is a chess game black and white? You know, like it's a chess game out here, guys. And the more that we stay divided, the more that it's going to be easier to control us. The more it's easier to going to be able to take away our freedom if we're constantly divided. You know, and the problem is, what I noticed too is, here's the thing, like when you go back, right, people never bring up, okay, they always paint people who look at me like we were just slaves. Like we've had so much more history before transatlantic slavery, right? And they never really bring up the fact that, okay, Irish were indentured servants, which that's slavery. People go to 9 to 5s and say they're slaves. So indentured servants, they were slaves, right? They were getting their hands chopped off, all types of stuff, right? And they would often be on plantations with, you know, with Africans, or they would be on the plantations with them. And that's how a lot of the cultures got, you know, intertwined. Like if you go to voodoo, right? Haitian voodoo, you got Man Baron Samedi, and you got Man Bridget. Man Bridget, there's tales that she was Irish, and that the Irish, you know, that had an influence with that. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is back then, they it wasn't like, oh, you're just white or black. You know, people started to it was them versus the powers that be. So once the powers that be started to see that, okay, we got to make sure we're constantly dividing the masses. And so it's, you know, we need white, we need black, we need classism now. We need the illusion that if you were white, which Italians, Sicilians, they got hung so much back in the Jim Crow days that they asked African Americans to use their graveyard. These are facts, right? But they started to look at it like, okay, if we just make white and black and have classism, then they have the illusion that they're with us, and now it's just, well, we're not black. You get what I'm saying? So what's happening now is a lot of so-called white people, they're waking up, they're evolving more and more into what's going, like they're waking up, like they're seeing it, like, damn, it's not just, it's not like that. It's the black people aren't the enemy, you know, they're not. Like, it's always been them and then the people, right? Like he said, the elite and then the people. So, you know, that's why you see now, like, more country folks, they're rapping more now than ever. They're evolving more and more. They're seeing, like, hold on, you get what I'm saying? And now the descendants and the descendants, they're gonna start uniting with where they're gonna start changing things, right? A lot of the descendants of people who don't, you know, switched lanes and got into so-called white, their descendants are waking up and evolving. That's what I'm trying to say. And a change is happening, as y'all can see with Tom MacDonald. You think they ever expected a Tom MacDonald? Nah.
Hoping that we could change the world one day, you know? Get past a lot of the ignorance, past a lot of things. But, you know, this one kid, he had told me he liked my shoes. You know, I seen him, I'm walking, so. Yo, I got these shoes for you. They not Jordans or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? I really hope,
those are fire.
Yeah, I really hope you like them, man, like, for real. I got them for you, and I know you like, you can wear them, bro. You can have them, free of charge, everything.
Word?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Just say, shout out to the camera, say, we're going to change the world.
Alright, good luck, Snakes. We're going to change it.
Thank you. Yeah, have a nice day, man. Happy Easter. No problem.
Good
Shout
luck.
out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? He just got his new sneakers. What's up?
Stop.
Y'all have a nice day, alright?
You too.
Alright, man.